Winston Churchill that said that a nation trying to tax itself into prosperity, and I quote, is like a man standing in a bucket trying to lift himself up by the handle. And unfortunately, one of Indiana's most vibrant growing industries is stuck at the bottom of the bucket because a small provision tucked away in the 2,000-page Obamacare law imposes on them an excise tax, a 2.3% excise tax on every sale that they make of medical devices, hindering innovation and job creation. Medical device manufacturers in my state directly employ over 20,000 Hoosiers and indirectly support thousands of additional jobs. These are jobs that pay well above the average, 56% per higher wages than the average wage rate in Indiana. So these are top quality jobs providing significant employment for a significant number of Hoosiers. We have more than 300 FDA-registered medical device manufacturers in our state, and this is true of many other states. This industry is boosting our state's economy, our nation's economy, and producing technologies that are changing and saving lives. Products ranging from wheelchair van lifts to artificial knees, hips and shoulders to catheters used in heart procedures have improved or saved the lives of many Hoosiers and countless others, not only in my state, not only in America, but across the globe. Since the implementation of this tax, passed in the Obamacare Act, 2010, imposed in 2013, this destructive tax has caused companies to freeze hiring, lay off workers, and shelve plans to expand to build new facilities. A survey by the Advanced Medical Technology Association found that the device tax forced manufacturers to let go of or avoid hiring 33,000 workers in 2013. So we say, well, you know, Keystone Pipeline, that's only 42,000 jobs, and they'll only last for 2 years. And medical device, that's just 30-some thousand jobs. Look, I thought we were trying to get people back to work. I thought we were working to pass bipartisan legislation that would benefit this country and benefit those that are seeking employment. Cook Medical of Bloomington was forced to table plans for a major expansion because of the device tax. In 2013, testimony before the Senate Budget Committee, Cook Medical Chairman Steve Ferguson stated, and I quote, "Cook has made the difficult decision that without repeal of the medical device tax, we will move important new product lines outside of the United States. Our previous plans to open 5 new manufacturing facilities in American towns are now on hold as we use capital intended for these projects to pay for the device tax." Now, the negative impact of this tax is not only felt by large employers like Cook, it also hurts gross sales of companies who are not making a profit, but who are developing innovative new ways to find benefits for the health and safety and even the life, in many cases, of those who need these medical devices. As a result, these companies are not profitable because they're having to pay the tax. They're struggling to launch new innovations and save and improve lives. For instance, a small Warsaw, Indiana-based device manufacturer, which develops and sells orthopedic implants for children, had to shelve 2 important projects simply because it had to use its resources to pay the medical device tax. After the tax was implemented, an employee of that company shared his story with me. Because of this tax, he said, the manufacturer is now largely inhibited from working on important new products, such as a device that reduces a wheelchair-bound child's discomfort. How ironic that Obamacare, which the president said would increase the health benefits for Americans in coverage, is actually a barrier to improving lives and health outcomes. Last week, I joined 9 of my Senate colleagues, including 5 Democrats, to introduce the Medical Device Access and Innovation Protective Act. Our legislation would eliminate this tax and has strong bipartisan support. During the last session of Congress, 79 senators voted to pass a bipartisan amendment to the fiscal year 2014 Senate budget resolution that called on repeal of this device tax. 79 members, 34 Democrats and 45 Republicans. It doesn't get much more bipartisan than that. So we are hoping that while this may not be labeled S2, it certainly stands in the top 3 or 4 issues that has strong support and will respond to the call of the American people in November that get back to Washington, get together, work on things where you have bipartisan support, and get it up to the president and bring about these laws that's going to improve our economy and get people back to work. That's what we're all about, and I hope my colleagues will see that this egregious, tucked away provision of yet another tax, and more than a dozen in the Affordable Care Act. This harmful tax will force us to move forward, repeal this, and result in the kind of improvements that the American people are asking us to address. It is long past time for Washington to stop punishing medical device innovators in Indiana and across the country, and I'm urging my colleagues to support this bill, and with that, I yield the floor.